Boris Johnson urged people today. Boris Johnson urged people today not to lose patience. Boris Johnson urged people today.
Well, I'm urging you people today to watch out for robotoids, all right? So I'm watching the news, not the same way that most do, sitting here in my dressing gown with my morning cuppa. And it's very rare that in my files I find that the first slide has as much as the rest. But this one fucking does, doesn't it? What do you see here, guys? So, you got the pillars of community, yeah? On either side of what? The triangle with the vehicle on top, okay? So the vehicle would be the eye, the artificial intelligence, yeah? You see that, right? What do you see to the right here? More especially, you got Mother Nature behind Mother Science, of course. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is. You with me? Oh, these fucking Canaanites. Ready? Steady? Let's crack on.
Not to lose patience with the lockdown, but there's concern that some people are doing just that. Police in North Yorkshire say that they received
I see where this is going.
as they tried to turn people away from some beauty spots. So is the lockdown falling apart in some areas? Our North of England correspondent, Danny Savage, has this.
Danny Savage. What do I tell you about the communication within their last names? First one's two, but usually only compliment the last. Okay? They don't like Christian names, you understand? So they stick to surnames because they are sirs to each other, right? Savage. Okay.
The signs have been up for weeks, but after a prolonged period, it seems the minority of people.
The dual black horses for death, on the 4 horses of the apocalypse.
People had had enough of lockdown. One police officer on duty.
Black box, Saturn cube. They can replace this wherever they want. And don't think they won't to make it look worse. Okay, the police officers. More importantly, they're under Roman, meaning reptilian, jurisdiction. So they're not even police officers. They just look like them, dress like them, talk like them.
This weekend took these pictures near the village of Malham after she put a stop.
And then you have the red box. Black for death, red for sacrifice, orange for 33. They place everything. You kidding me?
To this barbecue, with a number of visitors from out of the area sitting around it. That particular party was broken up just over there on top of Malham Cove. One of the police officers on duty here on Saturday has written on social media about what was said to her, and it shows that some people are getting fed up with the lockdown.
Fed up points at the heart chakra. Fed. You understand? Feeding. Feeding the mother. Feeding the machine. Feeding Satan.
And others just don't want to abide.
Who is up. Fed up. You're feeding what's above you because Satan and hell is above us. You have to break through to get to heaven. It's the 4th dimension.
By the restrictions. Recounting her day on duty, the officer said, I had to request colleague assistance on several occasions, politely engaging with folk to go back to where they came from. Kent, Barnsley, Bradford, Dewsbury, Accrington.
Oh, she remembered all them, yeah? Did she remember who came from where as well? So for the shit.
I endured more abuse.
Black, red, white. Black, death, sacrifice, rebirth.
Than I ever have dealing with drunken idiots outside nightclubs. One group was it's come as little.
So they show you the dog, okay, which is the canine, which comes from the Canaanites, who come from Cain, as in Cain and Abel, as I always tell you. Okay, the black dog. It also symbolises Satan. It's another animal they use as symbolism for him. Okay, right, with the collar of control. Ready? So you got the dog, you got the Canaanite, right? And then when it shifts,
Little surprise to the manager of one of the pubs in the village.
it turns into the bigger Canaanite. You understand? Canaanite. The dog, the wolf, the descendant. Wonder what his name is.
There's a lot of vulnerable people in the village.
With his 666s as he opens up with his spiel.
It's come as little surprise to the manager of one of the pubs in the village.
Little surprise, and then the dog moves, you see?
There's a lot of vulnerable people in the village. A lot of farmers, it's their livelihoods.
Darren Dunn. Darren Dunn. Sounds like a superhero name, doesn't it? Or a super fucking villain. Darren Dunn. D. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 and 4. 44. Chaos.
Can't be ill. You know, they need to be out there looking after their livestock. And quite a lot of older people in the village as well. The locals are really concerned.
It's also felt that police motoring advice in
And what do they show you? 4 cones. I'm sure there's quite a lot of cones down that road, right? But they happen to put the camera just next to the 4th one. Okay, I know what this sounds like. I know it sounds like I'm reaching, okay? If you watch any of my previous files, psychopath files, reptile files, transhuman files, it really don't matter. You will see this shit constantly. And when you see this stuff consistently, you know it's not in your fucking head, don't you? No matter what people tell you.
So the locals are really concerned.
So Darren Dunn, 44. So chaos, and then they show you 4 cones, okay? Cones are used to guide you, yeah? And to keep you in a certain place and position rather than the one behind it or in front of it. Understand? So, Darren Dunn, 44, chaos. 1, 2, 3, 4 for order. What do they want? Order out of chaos. Get it? That's what it is.
It's also felt that police motoring
Down the motorway or a road. Roads, as I say before, same as train tunnels, same as stairways, hallways, ladders. It's all the same. It's about levels and degrees in Freemasonry.
advice in which it states the time you spend driving should not exceed the time you spend exercising.
Yeah, don't you dare exceed the time you spend. Time, chronos, okay? Time is not real. It's real in the sense that things change. That's it. It's a man-made element. Do you understand this? So the time you spend is saying there's a cost to what you do with it. That's why time was made. It's a currency system. And all systems are part of the beast. Another way they portray and display levels and degrees of Freemasonry is the brick wall. Okay? Brick walls are fucking ugly. Wouldn't you agree? They could have had anything behind it, any backdrop. Maybe perhaps the building that she's coming out of. Why does it have to be a brick wall? You have to question these things. Okay? The bricks, like the pyramids, like the pyramid. That's what all this is about. Okay? And just to back it up, the Freemasonry bricks match the Freemasonry royal colour of purple, doesn't it? Right, stay at home, protect the NHS, save lives. You should probably know that save lives means evil saves. That's what that is. Evil saves. Evil will save your heart. Once it's fucking broken it and eviscerated it and decimated it into a million pieces. See this? Chaos magic. Okay? With the upside down Baphomet pentagram. Do you see this? It's on every badge of every association of every authority that is under Roman/German, which would be the Ashkenazi Jews. Okay? The Jesuits of the Vatican. Oh, Freemasons are just the little guys, the little boys, okay, playing with the toys. They're toys that are being played with too, as are the rest, but in a particular pecking order. All the same. Shit, different toilet.
haven't changed, but the last few days have shown that some people's interpretation of them has. Danny Savage, BBC News, North Yorkshire.
So the biggest challenge for ministers and senior medical and scientific advisors is agreeing a detailed strategy for relaxing the lockdown. And Boris Johnson
People's
Sorry, sometimes it takes me a second for things to kick in. I have quite a good photographic memory. I'm shit with names. I'm great with faces. Yeah, so you got the mark of the beast here, just to show you that it's all ploy on the black box, of course, with the Freemasonry bricks. Just why are you being so fucking lazy? Just stand it up properly. Understand?
interpretation of them has. Danny Savage, BBC News, North York.
Okay. Okay, this is quite phallic. All right. Again, it's not a very pretty image, is it? This one is behind it, by the way. That's beautiful. Why don't the cameraman come fucking sit next to this bird? Come sit next to the mother. Have a little look at the land. No. They've got to get the blackbird in there, don't they? Okay. It was sent out to check on the world after the flood. Yeah, and they've got to have the fallacy. Do you understand?
Yorkshire.
So the biggest challenge for ministers and senior medical and scientific advisors is agreeing a detailed strategy for relaxing the lockdown. And Boris Johnson said today that ministers would be outlining plans for the next stage over the coming days. So what are the main options for a gradual lifting?
I don't know if he's a robotoid. Got a feeling he is, though. It's mainly, I don't go, well, he probably is. It's not the way to do it, okay? It's not what my work's about. You have to have skepticism with speculation, but I don't know. I've never seen someone look at their script as much, and I don't believe him to be a rookie.
Of the lockdown. And what does the experience of other countries tell us? Our science editor David Schuckman has been investigating.
Week after week, the eerie sight of lockdown, while behind the...
Okay, so both of the buildings they just showed you are not only beacons, okay, to harvest loose energy and to charge themselves, okay, they're also phallic. That's why they're made like that. That's what the Eiffel Tower is, okay? It's what the obelisk is, primarily. That's where it comes from. That's what it is.
Seen governments all over the world desperately try to find a safe way out of it. Switzerland has allowed hairdressers to reopen. Everyone has to wear a mask. It's a cautious first step. No hairdressers desperately try to find a safe way out
Pillars of Freemasonry.
of it. Switzerland has...
They always have been. You understand this? So it's not like, well, it's just art. It's art based on something. Therefore, it's not from the heart. Therefore, it is not art.
allowed hairdressers to reopen. Everyone has to wear a mask. It's a
everyone has to apparently wear Saturnalian Death Cult black as well.
cautious first step rushing into this.
Fucking even their taps are black. Just in case you want a dark blessing.
In Beijing, secondary schools have started again. There's no sitting close together because all the time there's the risk of the virus striking again. Everything about what happens next hinges on the rate of infection, what scientists call the R number. At the height of the outbreak in the UK, it was about 3, meaning anyone infected passing it on to, on average, 3 others. So the outbreak was accelerating. Well, since then...
Sorry, what did he just say before he went into going to do the fucking cube gesture? What did he just say? The what number?
of the outbreak in the UK, rate of it again. There's no sitting close together because all the time there's the risk of the virus striking again. Everything about what happens next hinges on the rate of infection, what scientists call the R number.
The R number. Not the R factor. The R number. So what would the number as a letter in the alphabet be for R? 18. 18. 6 plus 6 plus 6. Naughty boys.
At the height of the outbreak in the UK, it was about 3, meaning anyone infected
3, symbolic for Saturn.
passing it on to, on average, 3 others. So the outbreak was accelerating. Well, since then, restrictions have driven that rate right down to something like 0.7. That's only a rough
Oh, 7. Symbolic for the rings of Saturn.
estimate, but crucially, it's below the level of 1. At that point, anyone infected only infects one other person, meaning that there's no escalation in the outbreak. But look what happens if you relax the lockdown. Suddenly, the rate jumps right back up again, risking a second wave of infection.
Yeah, of course it jumps right back up to 3, you fucking mug. So it was 3, weren't it? Then it was 7, then it's 3, yeah? Fuck me. So 3 and 3, 33. The age they supposedly killed Christ on the cubed cross. They're mocking him. Okay?
An essential first move to get out of this is testing for the virus. In Germany, teams are out checking who's had the infection and who's got it right now. The aim is to quickly spot new outbreaks.
I'm sorry, what? So you can have children full of... Sorry, you can have a classroom full of children. They're wearing masks. They're fine. Okay? But they have the meters between them, right? Just in case. Just in case. Yeah? Okay. How many fucking times have we seen this?
The infection.
See, a mask doesn't really do fuck all. Because you're still breathing. You understand that? And it's more about the touch, because this is not airborne. They just make it so. Obviously, if you fucking sneeze in someone's face and you've got a bug, you're probably going to give it to them. But that being said, if you're a good, true, kind, pure human being, you're not going to be doing that to another one, are you? Yeah? Touch is a little bit different. So don't touch each other, don't fucking sneeze in each other's faces, you'll be fine. Masks don't do jack shit. They've even told you that. So, if it's so important to meet yourself, what, it's alright because they're dressed in fucking scrubs? I don't know, mate. Wouldn't have thought so.
Right now. The aim is to quickly spot new outbreaks. A difficult job, even in countries that have done really well, like New Zealand.
To succeed, we must hunt down the last
Yeah, don't fuck up, love. Come on. Now's your big moment.
few cases of the virus. This is like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Yeah, you see, they like that as well. They use it a lot. Needle in a haystack. Because the idea there, okay, is finding the one element that can save them. Okay, so the needle would be genes. It'd be genetics. This thing's fucking killing them all. Okay? It ties into transhumanism as well. Okay, so a stack of cells, a haystack of cells, the hay, coming back to the wheat, which we are, they are tares. Okay? And the needle, well, the needle's the opposite to hay, isn't it? So a bit of straw is natural, it's organic. A needle? No. That's metal, right? Steel, iron. Iron clay, which is steel and flesh. You understand? The needle is also... I always forget this one, but this is what they're really associating it to and always do. It's harder to... What is it? It's harder to fit a camel through the eye of a needle than it is to find a truly holy man. It's something along them lines. Well, that's what that is. Okay? That's what it is. Don't let them tell you it isn't. Yeah, this flag, the Union Jack, it's always... Jack is another word, another name for Satan in itself. But the red and blue, the division. Okay, it's also the combination for the royal purple through masonry. The white has always been semen, and the red has always been menstrual blood. It's a practice in certain occultic rituals that the Knights and Templars used to play out to create starfire magic. I believe that's what it's called, or starfire blood. Okay. Same shit, different toilet. Sorry to be disgusting, but the truth usually is.
And we need your help to finish the...
Oh, the needle was also associated to the rod of iron. It's a rod, right? Which is the artificial intelligence.
Job we have started.
The next vital move is tracing the contacts of anyone infected. In China, a small army was drafted in to follow up anyone who might have caught the virus.
Small army. Armies are used to militarise. Okay? I wonder what they were up to. We already know, don't we?
There's a plan for 18,000 people
18. 666.
to do the same.
And there is a plan, isn't there? But it's their plan. It's got nothing to do with you. What the fuck are they doing? Do you see this? You see what I'm saying?
Anyone who might have caught the virus. There's a plan for 18,000 people to do the same in the...
Yeah, so that's a 666 again, just to make sure that you see it and hear them say 18 for 666. What else they got for us? The pink, yellow, and the blue for the divine feminine.
Okay. Also, to use apps to help with the task. And if it all works, it'll make it easier to relax the lockdown.
If an app comes along, then clearly it's really important that the public are part of that, because the app just won't work and be effective unless lots of us use it. And that requires the government to communicate with us, to tell us.
Yeah, Pearson, pair son. Okay, so a son, a descendant of pear, the forbidden fruit. I know it was an apple, but they don't give a shit. It's all the same. Yeah, he does speak like a stuttard, as you're about to see, because he's a crisis actor.
Unless lots of us use it. And that requires the government to communicate with us, to tell us what their plan is and what we need to do to help with this.
What their plan is and what we need to do to make sure that we are following the guidelines that is going to bring us to certain death. Yeah. You trust this bloke, right? You trust them eyes? Yeah? Alright. Pretty sure that was a rep, by the way.
And if contact tracing
But this is not that file.
finds more infected people, then they'll have to self-isolate. Patients may wear thin if this drags on into next year.
Yeah, so... Fucking hell, they're boring, aren't they? No original or individual ideas ever. Just repeat the same sheet. So they showed you the road, didn't they? Okay, the triangle again. Same as this. Except this is the Freemasonry bricks with the pillars of community once again. The pillars of authority once again. Okay? This stuff isn't... You understand, everything is filmed a certain way at a certain time, with certain things in the background, with certain things said as they're showing them. Show and tell show. It's all by design. So the cameraman would have had to have put the camera on the fucking floor and told these two cunts to walk past at the right time. You understand? That's how you know you're not reaching, when you see this shit. And when you hear this shit.
But the alternative is maintaining the entire national lockdown.
We have really two choices as a country. Either we can...
Lucy is Lucifer. That's where that name comes from. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucifer in the sky. Okay? The sky, because he's Prince of the Airwaves with diamonds. Diamond is 33. They love that number. They celebrate it. Celebration of Satan. And the death of Christ. Yardie. Okay, sorry, Yardley. She doesn't really look like a Yardie. She looks like a transsexual. But who am I to judge? I'm not. The creator is. So, blue, pink, and yellow, divine feminine once again. Not surprised at all. Okay. Yardley. Yard is distance, which is time. Chronos. Okay. Who is Lucifer.
all be locked down all the time to make sure there isn't infection spread. Or
Black Saturnalian. Duality of black and white once again.
Lock ourselves down
With the box.
for
cube.
much shorter periods of time when we may have been in contact with the infection.
I mean, I don't know about you, but that looks like a pretty horrible fucking room. Like, you might want to sort it out, love, before you jump on the camera, don't you think? That's what I'm saying. They know. They've got... When you go on webcam, you can see what's behind you, what's in front of you, your fucking hair, whatever, what you're wearing, right? You got shit on your face. So they know this. They're on live television to everyone, to the masses. You don't think that they would sort shit out a little bit? Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Much shorter periods of time when we may have been in contact with the infection.
Whatever happens, we all face a new kind of norm.
So they will always show you light bulbs, candles, both. When they interview people, light bulbs, candles, and it's always in the fucking day as well. You know why? It's a sign of illumination. That's it. Of wisdom. Coming back to the original sin. That is why they do it. Okay? That is why they do it.
Normality.
How many have we see?
Infection.
Whatever happens, we all face a new kind of normality.
See how she went to do it and then stopped. Why did she stop? Why did she even go to do one? If it was meant to be 5, what, she can't fucking count? Trust me, they can. That's why they do all this Pythagorean numerology, to communicate. Okay? So this Canaanite went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is for disorder, which is for slavery, which is for death, which is the Grim Reaper, Kronos, Saturn, Satan. Okay? In the box, the cube. Yeah? And how many did she leave unlit? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, my favourite number for this reason, is pure. 4 is pure. Okay? They don't like it. They don't use it. 1, 2, 3, 4 is for order. 5 is for chaos. Well, it's not. Chaos is 44, but chaos disorder. So when you throw a 5th into the 4th, you get disorder. Same thing, really. So it's still order out of chaos. Okay? That's what they're telling you. With death in the cube. That's where we are.
In a hospital in Greece,
See the swirl? It's the vortex. It's the charge from paedophilia.
birthday cake delivered in full protective equipment. Lockdowns will eventually be relaxed, but that won't happen quickly. David Truckman, BBC News.
Wow.
But that won't happen quickly.
So birthdays and birthday cakes and birthday presents are all Saturnalian in nature. I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this. Most traditions and festivities are birthdays especially. Okay, this goes all the way back to ancient Rome. Okay, the presents, wrapping the boxes, do you understand? Always has been, always. It is Saturnalian worship. Okay?
David Truckman, BBC News.
Well, some health workers are still struggling to get tested for coronavirus. That's the warning from the British Medical Association. It says that since the government increased the number of people eligible for testing to 10 million key workers and their families, the online system has been fully booked. The government target is to reach 100,000 tests a day by the end of the month. That's in 3 days' time. But yesterday, just 30.
Yeah, of course it is. Make sure you get that in, mate. Very professional. It's in 3 days' time, I suppose. 3 for Saturn.
7,000 tests were carried out.
7 for the rings of it. Wow.
Health editor Hugh Pym tells us.
The Army testing for coronavirus, part of the plan to allow up to 10 million essential workers and their families to get tested if they have symptoms. Healthy and essential workers and their families to get tested if they have symptoms. Elsewhere at drive-in centres like this,
Get tested if you have symptoms. You notice everyone's doing it anyway, right? You see what they've done? Second nature. That's exactly the point. Second nature is not first nature. It's not true nature. It is learnt nature. Understand? And they've taught you something without you even realising it. But it's not true education. It's not true wisdom.
people arrived for tests booked online. On the launch day last week, the service was suspended with all the slots taken.
So I get the mask things, but I don't actually at all. But compared to that, I mean, fuck me. Little bit too serious about it, wouldn't you think? You know? I mean, I know there are apparently people getting robbed of their life, but fuck me.
Tests booked online. On the launch day last week, the service was suspended with all.
See the 77? Yeah? Very occultic number, that. Right in the middle of the screen. Didn't have to be, though, did it? Did it? 9. Feminine, the dragon.
All the slots taken, but they were open today. What do you think of the process of the booking and coming here?
It's quite easy, I would say.
Yeah, you would say that. You're saying that because you've been told to say it, mate, haven't you? You see, you can always tell because the dupins are light before they start. He already knew the question because he's just been told that he's going to be asked it. And you better fucking answer right too. Ready?
The service was suspended with all the slots taken, but they were open today. What do you think of the process?
They were taken, but then they're open the next day. You see what I mean? Problem action solution. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Process of the booking
The
and
Galilean dialect.
coming here.
You see it?
Were open today. What do you think of the process
He
of
knows.
booking and coming here?
It's quite easy, I would say. It's a bit nerve-wracking because obviously there's going to be quite a few people with symptoms and things like that around it, so that was our only concern. But
And then they go, but, and they show you the benefit. Every single one they've done this with has said the exact same thing.
other than that, it was quite easy, straightforward.
It's been simple. That's as bad as
Watch the eyes, guys. They never lie.
I thought.
Another way to do it, you get your hand and you cover the face below the eyes, and then just listen to them without watching the whole face move. You'll see it. If you've got a soul, you'll see theirs, especially if there's a lack of one.
Easy to book online.
Quite straightforward.
See, what's the chances? Straightforward, straightforward, straightforward. All the rest said straightforward as well, because they're trying to program you to go straight forward with it. Understand?
There's been a fairly regular flow.
Pure Canaanite, this one. I always forget his name. Skew, I think. Oh, I bet he's got one every night for all the children he fucking harvests.
Of vehicles at this centre with things going, it seems, quite smoothly. But that's not necessarily the case, based on what we've been told in other areas of the country and other parts of the system.
So in this file, I'm gonna start pointing out a few Canaanite features because I don't think it's done enough. Okay. Now I know that you can just get some people that are just ugly cunts. All right. Now I'm speaking on the inside. Yeah, as well as the out. But this is a little bit different. Okay, this is genetics we're speaking about. So just like good old Stu we just talked to, you'll notice they have these pointed ears. Okay, people have pointed ears. I get it. This is different. Okay, this is really different. This is like a dog, a wolf. Do you understand? They prick up your ears. They always have them. Okay? Always, without fail. And of course, they're canines, because they are canines, so they're canine teeth. Very sharp, very long. Okay? These are just little things to look out for. Their brow will be, of course, prominent on the men, and not on the women, unless they are, in fact, men, which most are, because it's part of their religion, and vice versa. But it's different. It's like, well, I suppose like a wolf or a dog. If you look, you will see their lines go down like diagonally in. Okay, this is very common. So let's have another quick look at Stu, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, watch out! Canaanite about. You see them teeth? So this is what I'm on about. All right. It's like they've been sharpened. They always have it. Always. Okay? See the ears? See? Like a wolf. You see it? And now I'll show you Stu. Look at that shit. Okay? Oh, they're just all ugly. They are, in what they do. But there's a little bit more to it than that, unfortunately. Okay? You see it, right? Good.
But where to from there?
Come on,
Where
man.
do you want to be
Come
with
on.
capacity and
One moment, lads and lasses.
As you'll know, the continue
testing ability?
Always with Apple computers, laptops, always. Every single report that you see on there talking to the rest of the Canaanite connection. Well, it's not. It's communication. They communicate. We connect. Do you understand? That's the difference. Always Apple. I've gone over Apple before. Okay, the bite out of it, the original sin. Okay, that's what that is. The one eye symbolism. It could have had 2 bits. Could have 3. Some of them do. It has 1. Okay. Steve Jobs is a confirmed Luciferian. And so is this sign Luciferian in nature.
In a few months.
time ago.
Yeah, so this bloke, what's
As
his
you'll
name?
know,
Matt. Well, Matt is Matthew. Of course, it's shorten it. Same. The 2 T's are the T crosses. There was one on each side of Christ's cross, which is the box, the cube. Okay. Hand to cock. They're obsessed with the phallus and the anus. Part of their religion.
Prime Minister set a goal of 250,000 some time ago. We're making sure that now NHS staff
Yeah, we're sure you are,
Future
mate.
testing along with
in hospitals have got the virus.
future testing along with tracing of patients' contacts will be crucial to try to curb any spread of the virus as lockdown measures. Contacts will be crucial to try to curb any spread of
See the 5s? For slavery, for death, walk this way. And we shall slay.
the virus as lockdown measures are progressively lifted.